everyday makeup routine. This is my everyday go-to look, at least as of lately. It takes me about 7 minutes to do this look, so it's really fast. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. If you do, then please thumbs up, and don't forget to check out my other videos that I have up. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight down to the point, so if you wanna see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Thank you so much. Bye! I have already washed and moisturized my face, and as always, I'm going in with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray to get started with this look. Next, I'm just going in with my all-time favorite eyeshadow primer, which is MAC Painterly Paint Pot, just to set my eyeshadow to make sure it does not move. Now I'm going in with Blanc Type by MAC using a MAC 224 blending brush. I am blending this color all over my entire lid. This is a matte eyeshadow. You could also use one like Shroom or really any other light color that you prefer. This is just my personal favorite. For my eyeliner, I'm using L'Oreal Lineur Intense and Carbon Black, and I am doing a winged line, but feel free to use or do whichever you prefer. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lash Mascara, and I'm just coating my eyelashes before I apply my falsies. Now I'm just applying my all-time favorite lashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. The best part about these lashes is they are drugstore. I know a lot of people like to use higher end. These are just my personal favorite. I feel they get the job done, and these are the ones that I like to use. Next, I'm using my Maybelline Instant Pore Eraser. This is also from the drugstore. I know a very popular one is the Benefit Porefessional. I just don't feel that I have a very big problem with my pores, so that's why I choose a cheaper one. When I do use this, I put it on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and on my chin. If I'm just going out for a few hours, then I won't usually use it, but if I'm going to be wearing my makeup all day, then I will put this under before I use my foundation. For my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W4. This is also my favorite foundation. Even over higher end products, I feel like it just does the job for me. Since I have oily skin, this is the one I choose. If you have more dry skin, then I would use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, which will give you a more dewy finish. I have used higher end, and I just noticed that I always come back to this one. I also forgot to mention that with my foundation, I am using the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. This is my favorite way to apply my foundation. It leaves no streaks, no harsh lines. It is super blendable and is probably my favorite brush in my collection. If you are looking for any new brushes and do not have this brush, this is definitely one I would purchase above anything else. And excuse me while I dance to Taylor Swift. I mean, come on, who can resist? And for my contour, I love using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Medium Deep. This is actually a foundation powder, but I prefer to use it as a contour for my face. I will just start with the product right at my ear, working it down. I will not sweep it. I'll just kind of press it onto my face, right on my cheekbone. I also do not drag this all the way to my lip because I don't want it to look overly sculpted and fake. I will then contour my forehead, my chin, a little bit on my nose, and then on my jawline, just to, make sure everything is blended and nothing looks overly harsh. To highlight my face, I have been loving the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Brightener Illuminator. I also love MAC's Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. I have just been using this one a lot lately. It's very easy to work with, very blendable. Overall, a great product. I will place this under my eyes, on my nose, on my forehead, around my lips, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And then just taking any stippling brush that you prefer, I am just going in and really just blending out this highlight to go with the contour. Once I'm finished blending out this highlight, I will usually go back in with the Sigma F80 brush, the one I use for my foundation, and I will just kind of blend everything together just to make sure that there are no harsh lines and really just make everything look like it's much more put together. And to set my highlight, I am just using the L'Oreal True Match Pressed Powder in the shade W1. I'm sorry, I can't take myself seriously. But yes, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W1, and I am applying this with a Real Techniques brush. I am just putting this, placing this all over my face where I have set that highlight. Since I have oily skin, I do not want that to look cakey or creased during the day, so this will just help keep it in place and not move. Now I'm using a NYX blush in the shade Peaches. You may use whichever blush your little heart desires, and again I am using a Real Techniques blush brush and just placing this product all over my cheeks and a little bit on my nose. And yes, girls, you must smile to really get that full effect. Or if anything else, you just look at yourself in that mirror and think to yourself, you go girl, you got this. Look at me, I am fabulous. Oh my gosh, Chelsea. Now I'm going in with the CoverGirl Clean Pressed Powder in the shade Classic Beige, again using another Real Techniques powder brush. I actually shattered this one today, so I had to go out and replace it. So let's have a moment of silence and rest in peace, you little pressed powder. You did well. I am forcing this product all over my face so that my liquid and everything that is under it does not move or cake up or anything of that nonsense. I probably overdo it, but oh well, I don't care. And for these bushy eyebrows that thank you Dad for blessing me with, I am using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Medium Brown. And I am just going in and filling out these babies. I personally do not like using a pencil or a gel because I just feel like the powder just makes it look a lot more natural, and yeah, that's what I like to use. You feel free to use whichever you like. I just have to fill in these things to make them not look so horrendous. I like to place somewhat of a harsh line at the bottom of my brow and just blend my way up. I typically do not place a line at the top because I just feel like, yeah, that could look crazy, and yes, totally not cute. At least on me anyway. You do you. And once I've finished practicing my twirling routine, I am going in with the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Gel. This is something new that I recently just started doing. I don't know, maybe it will help tame these beasts, whatever. I don't really have a review on this yet. I'll get back with you on that. After that, I'm going in with the Maybelline Baby Lips Lip Balm for these lips I got, and I am just moisturizing my lips. Oh, how funny does that sound? Anyways, I'm just placing that all over my lips. And for my lipstick, I am using the Milani lipstick shade Pink Frost. I am obsessed with this color. I think it is so pretty, and well, it's just thebomb.com. And yes, I am well aware that most people like to use a lip liner. However, sometimes I am lazy, and I guess today was that day. Now, I'm not really quite sure why I skipped this step earlier. I probably should have done this when, oh, I don't know, I did my mascara step. So, I guess, well, I really don't have an explanation for you. I am going in and just coating my lower lashes with the same L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lash Mascara that I used in this earlier tutorial. And for the final step of this totally awesome tutorial, I am going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray and just setting all of the makeup that I have placed on this lovely skin of mine. That's funny. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are so awesome, and yeah, I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hi everyone! There's really nothing much to say about this video. This is my everyday. If you guys do, it's soft and classy. So if you...
Did I miss a note? Okay. Thank you.